first carry for James Conner. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Michael Vick. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the handoff, Conner. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down now, it's Conner, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try and run forward Conner, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. It's a play fake. Now Vick. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! James Conner, 28 yards. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Andrews. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Play fake it at Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 10. Now here's Vic. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 7-7, our score after 1. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. Oh, Connor loses it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Staley, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. 2nd and 14. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Robert Spillane in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
Sideline throw, it's complete.
And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Vic operating on 1st down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Vic readies to throw. Now he steps away. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Vic to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. After the interception, here's Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's to the Hall of Famer, Lynn Swann. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Again, here's Blunt. And some room to work. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. He's got it to Swann, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Lynn Swann, 35 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking of...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Oh, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field. Out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Vic to throw on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On first down, Blunt. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Here's Stafford. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way the defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. It'll be Vic once more.
Here's Freiermuth again.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Vic will look to throw on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Connor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Second and goal from inside the 5. Once again, it's Connor. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal. On the move to his... And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Andrews. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for only a couple.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Stafford now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. With it is Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a toss play to Blunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stafford. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker with the extra point, and these guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Now Michael Vick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the